Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finds room at the 30 to make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on this screen play.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State. We come out in a playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Again, makes it second and medium. The back's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
And here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete. The receiver was wide open. What a missed opportunity.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's on the run. Launches deep. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down and 10. They're going to run it. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
A gain makes it second and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. He'll spot it at the 42.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Noles keep the football on the move. On first down, it's play action. There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
2nd and 10 here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the second down play. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle is made, that's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Who makes the grab? And he'll run out of bounds as he picking up a few yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And completion makes it second and short. A handoff to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Back to throw. It's Glenn. Snags the quick throw.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time, the big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And completion makes it second and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The Seminoles looking to keep this drive moving.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
It's a run to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Glenn. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Lets it go. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this decision to go for it, and instead they give up a first down. This could cost them.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the Knowles lining up here on 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. Really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And the Seminoles looking to cash in the red zone. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He's got it right near the end zone, and he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. This This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense is back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds the receiver wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Noles looking to run some tempo here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To the air. It's Glenn. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. Second down after the incompletion. Direct snap to the back. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Third down after that running play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. They beat the blitz there with a pressure-bearing down crew. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. Defense not pressing this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Caught on the outside. It's Baker. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He missed it. And this game remains tied in the second quarter. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Trying to find some room. It's Price. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's second down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Quick spin on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking downfield. It's Glenn. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
And with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Using his legs. It's Davis. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
The Seminoles with first and 10 here. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. Second and 9 coming up. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Cut quickly. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's a quick grab. He make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the 1st down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Looking to throw. It's Glenn. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race at the 30. Inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Finds his man. It's Davis. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Caught near the sideline. It's Gibson.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Glenn. Catch made on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now that stop is going to bring up fourth down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a 2-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you've got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Launching it downfield. Complete to the running back on his fourth down play. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They're able to get him down. So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. They go with a direct snap. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. And the Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got it.
It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll use the ground game here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Same tailback, another carry. Makes a nice move there. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the second down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Direct snap to the back. He's got it now inside the 10. That's a big gain deep in the plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now this